Well, hey everybody, it's Friday afternoon. I did that little video the other day about the projects I had working. If I recall, I had 4 working at the same time. Here, remember me? I just figured I'd touch base and close the loop a little bit. That logo you saw there, that one there, is actually on a chair. I added this to the list of projects yesterday. The chair's been done for a long time, but I needed to add that logo thing on, so I put that in yesterday afternoon, and been putting some tung oil on it today, and that's pretty much done. I may put another coat of tung oil on it before I wrap it up and put it away. I also added some other stuff, so now I am up to 7 different projects working at the shop at the same time, which is pretty good for one guy, I guess. I've got these cookies I've been working on off and on. They showed up in another video a while ago. This one's going to have a mirror put in the back of it. It's got a little mortise in there. And I just had to sand those down to get their final coat of epoxy. That one will be ready next. This one, I really don't know what I'm doing with yet. And I got it all this way. The finish is done. This stuff will go away. It needs to be washed again. This one is a bark on, which I rarely do. It's a pain in the neck, and I'm not even sure how it's going to hold up. So this needs a little more TLC. I got all that sanding dust. It gets in all the cavities from the rot sections that I cleaned out. So I got to figure out how to deal with this and what I'm going to make out of it. So if anybody's got an idea, about the only thing that comes to mind is I actually have, I'm just looking at it on the shelf, could put one of those in it and make it like a little charcuterie board, or as we call around here, a cheese board, or a dip board or whatever. But at any rate, that's just that. I stuck that one in. So those are the 2 add-on projects, the chair and those cookies. One of the benches I showed you the other day, swinging right around here to bench number 2. This is the bottom side of that glued up bench. You can see it's coming out fairly well. Actually, it looks pretty doggone nice. It's coming along. And over here on deck are the legs that I got from Leg Right. They've been sitting in storage at Leg Right for quite a while, so they just need to be cleaned up a little bit before I mark out the holes. I went to Home Depot today and picked up another box of screws because I'm low. I have all the right leg steel inserts that are going to be put in a bench to hold the legs on. So when this cures up a little bit and gets hard so I can work it without scratching it, I'll work on that. So that's the 3 projects over in this corner. Now if we walk down the little aisle here, this is that ash bench that I showed you in the last video, and this is the bottom side of it. This is after the second coat on the bottom side, and that's coming along nicely. Now remember, this one's going to be kind of rustic, so I'm not really too concerned with you know, beautiful, perfect, polished finishes on this one. And I still have yet to do the edges, but they'll come up kind of pretty. Sorry, the lighting is not good here, so the camera's having a hard time focusing. And you'll remember this one too. This is my twisted, cupped, here, let me see if I can do this, wobble, red oak bench. And this is going to be for my grandsons to sit and wait for the bus to take them to school and get educated. Well, at least they can sit on it and waiting for the bus. So that one's coming along. This one, by the way, I didn't show you this the other day, but this bolting in this really came out kind of nice. God did a good job on that one. And it's pretty. Look down here. It's like alligator skin a little bit. So I'm glad I didn't cut all that off. But So yeah, it's just a school bus bench. We'll probably drill a set of 3 holes in each end, put it up on 2, round firewood blocks, drive some big, 4-inch, 5-inch spikes through it to hold it down. I don't think anybody will steal it, and if they really need it that bad, they can have it. So all this stuff that looks cracked is actually completely epoxy filled, so none of the water's going to get in there. It's sealed up nice. So that's that. Now, if we're keeping count, that makes project number 4 and 5. Then here is the bottom side of the shelf that's going in the bar. I guess you'd say this is bottoms up. That was a little joke there. It's a joke. Got to pay attention, keep up. Anyway, I did my first coat on the bottom of this. Now this I do want to look really nice. So thin coats, thinned out with mineral spirits. Everything that you're seeing finished here, except for those cookies in that chair, is getting oil-based gloss urethane epoxy. Urethane, not epoxy, strike that. Urethane polyurethane. Let me say that again. It's getting oil-based gloss polyurethane. So this is coming out nice. It's just the first coat, and it's still real soft, so it's probably going to wait till either late tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. It'll get another coat. And then finishing up the last project is, I told you about those little device stands yesterday. I put the slots in. Your little phone will, where's my hand? There's my hand. Yeah, right at the end of my arm, I know. Phone goes in there. These lay on the table. But I have this side up because I have another coat of poly on all the sides that are standing up. And then I'll flip it and do the other side for a second coat. So they're coming along. Otherwise, I'd flip one down and show you. There's no lighting on the back side. Well, maybe there's a little. Sorry, there we go again. So a lot of sanding today. Sanding sealer on this thing. I also, once I put the sanding sealer on and I smoothed it out on this shelf, on the underside, which is the top, will be the top when it's done, I noticed that there was still a little bit of sanding needed to be done where I had filled in some little cracks. See this mark right here? I float those over with epoxy, even though they won't really absorb much, and then I sand them down anyway. But the coloring is coming out nice on this in general. Again, this is sycamore, in case you're not taking notes or you can't find your notebook. So this is looking kind of pretty. So the inside looks good. I had to resand the inside of the shelf, is what I started to say a minute ago, to get that to look right before I put the first coat on. So that's it. 7 projects, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and everything's looking pretty good. And I may do a little more cleaning up, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I thought it was sunny out a little while ago, and I thought, yeah, I think I'll wrap up early and go outside and do some firewood. Now the sun's going in, it's cloudy, and it's getting overcast, and I bet you we're going to get some more rain. Today would have been the first day after 14 days of rain every day. This would have been the first day today that we didn't have rain. But unfortunately, it looks like it's going to come in a few minutes. By the way, as long as we're upstairs, looking down, that's the bar down there. Whoops, right there, with that red box on it. I got to take care of that. The bar has the black moving blankets on it. And you can see that I had added a little awning over the top. That's to kind of keep down the floating dust that's in the shop. The lower ceiling I have over the bar, the less particulates might land on it. At least that's my hope. And you got to have hope So I put that up. Those tarps are $1 a piece at Harbor Freight. So what the heck? That'll come down as soon as the bar is done. And hopefully, I know some of you have asked me, when are you going to finish the doggone bar? Well, as soon as the legs get here, I can do those, and then I can flip it back and finish the top. In the meantime, I'll have to, I can't fit that shelf. I should show you while I got the shelf upside down. There's two. I had those legs from Right Leg Customized, and they added 2 steel bars, and this is going to lay on top of, there's going to be a steel bar here, and then one at the other end here. And I am waiting to put the grooves in where that's going to mate up with the bar legs until after the legs are on the bar. That way I know I got the right dimension. So that's a yet to be done too, but I can, it's two little slots I'll run down with a 3/8 router bit on the router table that's over yonder and covered up with junk. So anyway, that's where we are. I'm running out of room in here for projects. Underneath these blankets over here, I've got 1, 2, 3, I think there's 5 benches sitting there, ready to find a home. And I got my back storage area back here. It's packed up. I got shelf units, a coffee table, a lamp table, a loginator that's fully assembled and ready to go, and another loginator that's in pieces ready to be assembled, a whole bunch of footstools. There's another coffee table back there, another bench. Oh, some little like patio tables that are made out of cookies that are more for yard work or around your fire pit type stuff. So running out of room. I need somebody to come and find homes for some of these things. That's it for now. Just wanted to jump in and wish you a happy Friday. And I hope you have a pleasant weekend. I hope your weather is clear like ours is supposed to be. Do you hear that, weatherman? Supposed to be. And we'll catch you on the other side when there's anything of minor interest. Bye-bye for now, and be well.